Sometimes you stumble on a film that seems like something you've seen before. A chase, a suspect, a man on the run. No mystery, no real depth. And yet Highway Dragnet doesn't fully let go. Maybe it's the desert. Maybe it's the way Noir steps into the sunlight and stops looking cool. This is Noir without the city. No shadows, no bars, no cigarette smoke. No elegant criminals or dark secrets. Just heat, open roads, and a man who doesn't fit the part but still gets dragged into the story. As a film, it's nothing spectacular. But there's something here. If you stop expecting too much and start paying attention to the quiet parts, what works, and why this chase might be worth your time, that's what we'll unpack next.
Is anything the matter, Mr. Carson? I don't think I can hold this pose much longer.
The main character, a former Marine, is on his way back from war. He's passing through Las Vegas. Heat, layovers, fatigue. At a roadside bar, he stops, just to rest, cool off, catch his breath. There's a woman, a casual encounter. She's had a few drinks. The conversation doesn't go anywhere. Nothing unusual, just a forgettable moment on the road. But by morning, everything changes. He's picked up by the police, and they already have their version of the story, with him as the prime suspect. There's no point explaining, the case is already framed. So the ex-soldier does the only thing that makes sense. He runs. Not quietly. He gets into a direct clash with the cops and drives off while he still can. That's how his journey through the Nevada desert begins. Alone. Behind the wheel of a stolen car, further from the law with every mile, and closer to people he doesn't fully trust. Along the way, he crosses paths with two women, a photographer and her model, driving across the desert, not looking for company. But circumstance throws them together. Now it's the three of them. No trust, no common goal, just movement forward, and rising tension about what each one is capable of. With every mile, the pressure builds. The police are closing in. Distrust grows inside the car, and the main character starts to feel like a stranger, even in his own story. The film doesn't rely on twists or mind games. Everything's right there on the surface. But that's what makes the mood so dry and uneasy. Like all that's left is the road, the heat, the exhaustion, and the quiet dread that walking away from guilt might be harder than it seemed at first. What's really going on between these people? And what gives such a quiet film its weight? We'll break down next. At first glance, Highway Dragnet looks like a typical noir on the run, a man hunted for something he didn't do. But if you look closer, it's already a film of a different era. Not revolutionary, not polished, but quietly shifting the frame. First, the protagonist. This is one of the first noirs to feature a veteran of the Korean War. Not Watu, like so many others, but Korea. And he's portrayed with clear respect. Calm, self-possessed, capable under pressure. He fixes a broken-down car, handles confrontations, and shows he's ready to survive, even in the desert. There's no self-pity, no existential crisis, just action. In that sense, he's already a new kind of noir man, one who still has some strength left. Then, the setting. This is not a film of rain-soaked alleyways or neon-lit bars. It's wide open, dry, blinding. A noir set in broad daylight, on highways, in gas stations, along the dusty roads of Nevada. And surprisingly, the noir mood holds. There are still strangers, still suspicion, still that creeping isolation, just without the shadows. Next, the women, two of them. According to the script, one's a photographer, the other her model. But it's easy to get them mixed up. One is dressed up, the other more casual. By modern standards, you might guess the opposite. Their behavior isn't always logical, their decisions spontaneous. But they feel alive. They're not just set dressing or victims. They're in the story. Sometimes they even lead it. Yes, their characters aren't fully written, but you can see the shift. Women starting to have more presence in noir. It's uneven, it's early, but it's there. And then there's the most baffling element, the mysterious friend who never shows up. He changes names, stays off screen, and ultimately disappears from the plot altogether. It feels like a leftover from another script, or a shadow of a bigger story the film couldn't afford to tell. Either way, it adds to the sense that things aren't fully formed here. And that's important. Highway Dragnet feels unfinished. Scenes stop mid-thought. Motivations shift without warning. Even the tone wobbles between tension and awkward pauses. But maybe that's what makes it worth seeing. Because sometimes, films in flux, the rough ones, the uncertain ones, show us where cinema was trying to go before it figured out how. This isn't a great film, but it's trying. It's trying to move noir out of the city. It's trying to give women a voice. It's trying to say something about suspicion, guilt, and the line between innocence and survival, even if it doesn't always succeed. And in that effort, honest, uneven, dusty, there's something real. Highway Dragnet isn't a masterpiece. It's not sharp, not tightly written, not a film that hits every beat. But it has something else, a clear attempt to break out of the mold. It pulls noir out of the city and into the desert. It shifts the usual roles. There's no detective, no classic villain. Instead, there's uncertainty, suspicion. A man caught in a story that doesn't feel like his own. And that shift, even if unfinished, is what makes it worth watching. It's an early signal that the genre was starting to change, that new kinds of characters and stories were emerging. So don't watch it for polish. Watch it for direction. This isn't the peak, it's a turn in the road. And if you're drawn to noir that pushes against the edges, this is where it starts looking for a way out.